Welcome to the ESO Reflex pipeline tutorial. In this episode, I will show you how to install ESO Reflex on the Mac OS operating system. In a previous episode, we showed you how to install Reflex on Linux. Begin by searching on Google, for instance, for the ESO.org. On the ESO homepage, you can do an internal search for pipelines. This leads you to the main page of the VLT instrument pipelines. Toward the bottom of this page, you'll see a summary of all the pipelines supported by ESO. Those shown in light blue are those that have Reflex workflows. Toward the top of the page is the MacPorts package installation, and this is for the Mac OS. Currently, ESO supports Mac 10.9 to 10.12, Mavericks to Sierra. For the quick start on the installation, the prerequisites are that you have MacPorts installed, Xcode, and Java. From the MacPorts main page, you can choose which of the flavors of Mac OS you are using. Clicking on that will download a package, which when you double click on, just follow the on-screen instructions for the installation, which is relatively easy. The Xcode installation is done via Apple App Store. The Java installation is also very straightforward. Once you have the prerequisites in place, you need to install the ESO repository and configure it. This is done with the superuser-do commands, the port install ESO repo, and then these following three commands for the installation and the synchronization. Once these are in place, you can test whether the repository has been installed simply by typing port search ESO repo. And you should get this message, the ESO repository of software for astronomical data reduction. Now, to install the actual pipelines, it's first useful to get a listing of all the pipelines that are available. This is done with port list ESO pipe * all. And here you will see a list of all the pipelines that are supported and have ESO Reflex workflows. Now, to install a specific pipeline, simply do your superuser-do port install, and here, for instance, we choose the Symfony pipeline, and do sudo port install esopipe synfo all. Type your superuser password, and then you're confronted with the installation of the pipeline, its data demo, its static data, its GUI recipes, and its workflow. To continue, simply say yes and wait a few minutes. This should take less than 10. For then running the ESO Reflex workflow, you can see a later tutorial. If you have any difficulties with the Mac or the MacPorts installation, scrolling further down the page will offer advice and tips how to solve your difficulties. Good luck and enjoy ESO Reflex.